How y'all doing today? It's your boy Eat Right Guy, and I'm back with another video. And for this video, I want to answer a question that a young lady sent me via email. And to sum up what she wanted me to discuss is, she says that currently she just graduated with a degree in biology, but she wants to become a registered dietitian. And so she doesn't really know what route she should take to become a dietitian, since her undergrad was in something other than nutrition. So to answer that question, the first thing I want to talk about is, in the year 2024, January 1st, 2024, you will be required to have a master's degree in anything. So it doesn't even have to be in nutrition. You just have to have a master's degree to sit for the RD exam. And I'm saying that at the beginning because it's gonna kind of fall into a couple of the routes that I'm gonna say. So you just have to remember and be cognizant of that, because you only have like 5 years before this kicks in. So the first route that you can go is to go back to school and get an undergrad nutrition degree. And so since you already have a degree in biology, that means that you've already taken like most of the sciences that you need for a nutrition degree. So you probably only need to take your junior and senior level nutrition classes. And that's probably gonna take like 1.5 to 2 years to do that. And once you do that and you get your degree in nutrition, then you're gonna have to apply for a dietetic internship, and the dietetic internship is probably gonna take you 9 months to 12 months to complete. That's what most of the internships, that's the length of time. So for this first option, going back to get your bachelor's in nutrition and then doing your internship, that's gonna take you around 3 years at best. Now, the problem with this route is, let's say you go back, you get your bachelor's degree in nutrition, but then when you apply for your dietetic internship, you don't get in. So that's 3 years out the way. Then you apply again for your dietetic internship and you finally get in. And so now you're going into 4 years. And remember, like I said earlier, in the year 2024, you're gonna have to have your master's. So if you go this route and you don't get into an internship the first time around and you get into it the second time around, the second half of your internship is probably gonna fall in the year 2024, if I'm doing my math correct. So that means that you could finish your dietetic internship, but then you can't sit for the RD exam because in your case, you won't have a master's degree. So with that first option, it's a good choice if you can get in a dietetic internship the first time around. So now we can move into the second choice. The second choice is kind of like the first choice, go back to undergrad, but this time go to an undergrad program that's coordinated. So coordinated programs means that you do your academic coursework and your internship at the same time. So if you can get into one of these programs, you can technically finish your nutrition courses that you still need to do and do your internship in just 2 years. The problem with these programs is that they're few and far between. There's very few of them, and they're pretty competitive to get into, especially if you didn't start out at that program your freshman year. And also, because you'll be going back to undergrad to get another bachelor's degree, you may not be eligible for financial aid such as grants, scholarships, and loans. So let's say you have to go to a university that's out of state that has a coordinated program. You may have to pay that out-of-state tuition, which could add up to a huge financial burden on you. So it kind of depends. It depends on where you live. Hopefully you may have a coordinated program in your state that's close to you, but that's the second option. And to me, that second option will be the best, because if you can do your internship and your coursework in 2 years, then you don't have to worry about January 2024, because as long as you become a dietitian before that time, you will be grandfathered in, so you won't even have to get a master's degree. All right, so now we can transition to your third route. Your third route is going to graduate school and getting a graduate degree in nutrition and dietetics. The problem with this route is that you're still gonna have to do those undergrad nutrition courses that you haven't done yet. So you gotta do that first, and then you have to take your graduate level nutrition courses. So that's gonna be 2 years taking the undergrad courses, another 2 years to finish your master's degree. That's 4 years right there. And then after that, you have to apply for a dietetic internship. And so that's another year after you complete your dietetic internship. So this route right here will probably take you at least 5 years to do. But because you'll get your master's degree, you won't have to worry about going back to graduate school in order to sit for the exam. Once you're done with the internship, you can automatically sit for the exam. But another problem is that graduate school is more expensive than undergrad. But then at the same time, since you'll be in graduate school, you may be eligible for financial aid, but it's gonna take a long time. All right, and so now the fourth and final route that you can take is similar to the third one, where you go to graduate school, but this time you go to a graduate program that's coordinated. And so these are programs to where you earn your graduate degree and you do your dietetic internship at the same time. But kind of like on a third route, because you didn't get an undergrad degree in nutrition, you still have to take those undergrad nutrition courses. So that's gonna be 2 years of that, and then 2 years finishing your master's degree while you're doing your dietetic internship. So this route will probably take you around 4 years to do. And so pretty much that's it. That's pretty much the 4 routes that I can think of. Like I say, you're still gonna have to do a lot of research on your own when it comes to these universities and what universities offer what type of program. And you have to take in consideration if you have to move out of state and pay out of state tuition. If you have any problems finding these universities, or you don't know where to look, or you want some more advice, please feel free to let me know. You've already hit me up on email and on Instagram. I don't mind looking up this information for you. I want to help you make the best decision possible. And it may turn out that you say, you know what, this isn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because like with these graduate programs, where you're doing 5 years, like the third route that I told you about, where it's probably take you 5 years to do it, you could accumulate over $100,000 in student loan debt. I've done the research. I've done research to where I've seen coordinated programs where it's just a dietetic internship and a master's degree be $60-something thousand in just tuition for somebody that's out of state. And that's not including all the other costs of the internship. And I actually wrote an article and did a video on the cost of an internship. So because if you invest in $50,000-$60,000 into this career, it's not worth it. And I also did a video on 10 different career options that are related to nutrition that you can partake in without a nutrition degree. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. Like I said, if you have any additional questions or something that confused you or I didn't touch on in this video, just feel free to hit me up on email at eatrightguy@gmail.com, or you can send me another message on Instagram. And that's for anybody else as well. I want to help y'all and be a free resource to y'all so y'all can make the best decision. Hopefully this video was informative. Y'all have a nice day. And if you're a nutrition student or a dietetic intern and you're concerned about passing the RD exam, feel free to join my Facebook group, RD Exam Prep, which will be down in the description. And this is where you can be part of a community that will answer any questions that you may have, as well as I provided free study guides, notes, and practice exams. And while you're at it, follow me on Instagram at EatRightGuy. and visit my website, eatrightguide.com, where I post weekly blogs on nutrition and dietetics related topics.